But how did you even become Trailmaster Justin?
How did I get into this? Is a great question. I get a lot. I got into this about 7 or 8 years ago. I was out riding, got my first four-wheeler, an old one. We were out riding. I was trying to go out to Green Lake, and I ended up losing a tire on the ride, rolled my machine, broke a bone, wheel bearing went loose. I was so mad because I had been lost for 2 hours. And I'm walking out of the woods, broken arm and all, and I was pretty mad. And then I started getting mad at myself when I said, what had I done to do anything for this, to fix the problem? And I said, well, I had done nothing, so I was a little bit less mad. Well, at the same token, my wife was losing her mother from Alzheimer's, and that was sad to watch. We'd watched it for the past 5 or 6 years, and it was really sad. And so I didn't even know a club existed at the time. And then I said, you know, it'd be a great idea, it'd be something cool if we got a bunch of machines together and went for a ride to raise money for a cause, such as Alzheimer's. And so I got in touch with some friends, and they said, oh, join a club. Get in touch with a club and see if they'll help you. And I said, a club? And they said, yeah, they do this, and that's how the trails are maintained. And that's when I figured that out. And so I said, all right, I said, I'll tell you what, I'll help out maintaining trails. I won an Alzheimer's ride. It seared my heart watching that, and suffering from Alzheimer's is very sad. Meant a lot to me. And so I started doing that, and then I started helping on trails. A year later, after my first Alzheimer's ride, I became Trailmaster Justin. And ever since then, I just felt the passion for what we're doing, all the great things that can come from ATV. Because when I was younger and we were ATVing, this wasn't a thing back in the late 80s, early 90s. You couldn't do what you can do now. So, and I was passionate about ATVs back then. And now that we got into the sport, and now I'm in it, it's just amazing what we can do with the reach and how the community can come together and grow. But that's a little bit of how I became Trailmaster Justin.